We've got to find some kind of nightmare horse and some sulfur. I have no idea how to do that, so let's go.
Alexander.
I found in life, when in doubt, look around.
Alexander feels a...
Now I get the feeling most likely we will encounter this creature on the Secret Mountain. I'm not sure why. I think maybe because it's a mountain, it's high up, that's where a flying horse might go, or it's a sacred area. But I don't think we're allowed back in there, so yeah. I don't know. So for now, we're just going to kind of walk around, talk to people, see if we can figure out anything. Hey, this guy's back.
An old beggar is peddling his wares in the village. He offers a variety of lamps, all neatly lined up on a long pole.
Okay, let's talk to him. Whoops.
Oh,
lamps! For new!
Good day, peddler.
Good day, sir. If you would like to get one of my fine new lamps, I'll need an old lamp in trade.
Isn't it a rather bad business? Taking old lamps and giving new lamps in exchange?
Well, there's always a chance that I'll find a genie. If I had a genie, I'd be richer than a king. Besides, there's always a roaring business in antique luminaries.
Luminaries! So should we give him our lamp? And if so, why? Let's try it. Fuck it.
Excuse me, peddler, but I have an old lamp that might interest you.
Ah, an old lamp. And what a nice traditional design, too.
Yeah.
Take your pick of my new lamps.
Oh, fuck. We need to see what Shamir, I think that was his name, what his lamp looks like before we do this.
I think I've changed my mind. I'm going to keep my lamp for now.
As you wish, sir.
Alright, well, we know we can do this, so that's good. Stay here, I'm gonna need you, most likely. But for now, I don't know what to do.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
You're still here. Let's try talking to you again.
The old man is plainly not going to reveal anything to Alexander, and he doesn't seem receptive to any revelations that Alexander might have for him, at least not those put into words.
So should I show him something? What if I showed him this lamp? What would he say?
Why would the old man be interested in that used hunter's lamp from the...
Because he's a fucking genie. Alright, what if I show him his reflection? Maybe he will see he's a genie.
Alexander decides to show the mirror to the old man in the cloak.
Yikes!
Zounds, that citizen obviously didn't like what he just saw. Too bad Alexander didn't get to see what was reflected in that mirror.
Okay. Huh. That was weird. So, when I was looking up the information on the rose to get the maiden, I did come across another spoiler I forgot to mention. There's two paths in this game, the long path, the short path. I don't know what is what, how to get on one or the other. I don't know anything about them. I still don't. But I did learn that we would need the... what item do we currently have? Sorry. What did we take from this guy right now? Oh, we have the tinderbox. I did learn that we would need the nightingale.
Would you mind?
For the short path.
Of course.
Alexander looks...
Apparently it's used to distract the guards. Now, I would rather do the long path because that sounds like it's probably more interesting. It will give us more gameplay. It probably is the better ending. I don't know that, but that's the way I feel. That said, being able to distract guards with a short path or long path sounds useful, and so we might run some guards even on the long path. We might end up stuck on the short path. So for now, I have no reason to carry the tinderbox. So I'm just going to grab
That
the
mechanical knight.
Very good.
Just to
you.
be safe. Just to be safe. There was one other thing I noticed that I didn't mention. There is a cave somewhere at the top of the secret mountain we didn't find that you can crawl into. Let's walk up here. So let's actually go in here. And in that cave are some peppermint leaves.
Hello.
From my understanding, gathering those peppermint leaves is completely optional.
Now,
It actually leads to a bad ending. So, if we can get them, we'll grab them, because I don't think you have to use them.
How fare you, merchant?
Sufficiently well, thank you, Alexander. My only wish is for more time to...
More time to read, yep. You have nothing but time, apparently. You're in here non-stop. You don't have any business. It's an easily solved problem, dude. Open a book. I'm out. So yeah, if we can get the peppermint leaves, I guess we should grab them just for, the points, the score, because these games keep track of your score. When 143 to 231, it'd just be nice to do everything we can do. It won't let me out of here. Oh, I guess we'll just make a quick save. Walking around. Let's go back up here and see if anything has changed since we've taken the maiden out.
Alexander doesn't want to intrude on private property unless he's been invited.
No reason to go in there or anything to do. I guess we'll go out to the pier. Not seeing anything here. So that should pretty much do it for this island then.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Where to next? I guess let's go to
Alexander.
Isle of Wonder. We'll take a quick peek around here. There's been a couple times we've come back here now and found items that weren't there before, so you never know. I guess our main objective is to find Nightmare. I don't think any of these people are going to talk to me.
Alexander doesn't need anything more from Bookworm or it.
Oh, so there you are, handsome. What can I do for you now?
Nothing really. At least I don't think so. Let's go back into the forest. There we go. I've said this a couple times, but for a guy on a mission of life or death, he really does take his sweet fucking time. Nothing different here. We'll open the gates and just check in there to be safe, and then we'll pretty much presume we're done with this island. I'm a little confused with the snapping dragons. They didn't really have much a role. They kind of set them up as protectors of the sunflowers, but we didn't have to do anything to trick them. We just played music and everyone started dancing, so I don't know. Well, I guess what I'm saying is there could be a use for the snapping dragons later. There could still be use for this dogwood tree. He could just be window dressing, scene setting. He really hasn't done anything. They took the time to design him and to animate him for nothing, just for window dressing? Sure, maybe, but I don't know. Most stuff they animate ends up having some use.
Alexander. Alexander feels a
So we're headed now to the Isle of the Beasts. Just to take another quick gander around, see if there's anything we can do. I think we probably need to go to the Secret Mountain, climb up, and something will happen there. I mean, everyone has wings on that island. It just makes sense the winged horse would be there. I don't think we're allowed back there, but, you know, it could be the case when we climb up to the top, the horse appears right away. So... But we need sulfur, which we don't have. I don't
The
think we
gate
do.
has been firmly shut and latched. It looks like the prince and his beauty. Beast's castle has a different, more welcoming air as the bridal home of Beauty and her prince.
Well, I gotta thank you, game, for not making me go through this maze. I mean, I've already been through one. I thought for sure we would have to go through this hedge maze, but they were gracious. One thing I would like to see from these games is the ability to use the damn map anywhere. I don't know why we had to walk all the way back to the beach. I think they probably put it in as a constraint in case, like, there was some story trigger or something, you wouldn't be able to teleport out of it, but I haven't seen that come into play yet. I haven't seen it been like, well, you're now stuck in here. The only thing is, when he got trapped in, when he got trapped in the wicker basket, he could have teleported out, you know, if he could use that from anywhere, but they could have done something with that, you know, I guess. I don't know. Well,
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
I feel like we looked around the Isle of Mist pretty thoroughly. It's only 3 screens. One of them had the embers. We gathered just the, you know, the stones. The other one was just the beach with nothing on it. And then the other one, we grabbed the scythe and the coal, and we couldn't do anything else. So I don't see a point in going back there. I'm going to go back to the
Alexander
mountain.
feels a strain.
And, well, we'll try climbing up top. This could be death. So we'll get a save. Just to be safe. I'm just going to update my walking around save. No real progress has been made since then. If we see the horse here, we won't have the sulfur we need unless something happens. So I'm just starting to feel kind of lost either way, honestly. But knowing the horse is here at least would be something. Yep, there it is. Wow, okay. Shit.
Alexander arrives at the top of the cliffs, somewhat winded after his long but uneventful climb.
The catacombs are open. Maybe we can go in there and get some sulfur. Okay. Oh, we can explore in here now. Okay,
The
cool.
Minotaur's lair, now empty, still reeks with the foul stench of the Minotaur.
That fire there might be
A
stolen
monstrous
sulfur.
altar towers in one corner of the room. Alexander shudders with revulsion at the thought of the rituals performed at that sacrificial table. A monstrous...
This narrator really gets into it. I like
Alexander doesn't want to touch the hideous altar.
it. Okay.
A pit has caved in the floor in one corner of the Minotaur's lair. Flames rise from the pit as though from the throat of a dragon trapped in the earth. The fire makes the lair unbearably hot.
We seem to be bearing it just fine, actually. So, speak for yourself. Our skull is no longer hot. You see that? The ember wore out.
There's no reason to put that in the pit.
Look, I'm trying to collect some sulfur, so you need to chill a figure. It's nice of them to open the catacombs up in case you missed something in here. Now, I am a firm believer that we've gotten everything from here, but it could be possible we have missed something. Let's look at the spellbook one more time, make sure I'm not misunderstanding
The Minotaurs.
something. What? What did he say?
The Minotaur's lair is no place to try that. Alexander can wait until he's somewhere a bit more comfortable.
Why the fuck does that matter, dude? Okay, well, let's step outside then. Jeez. I don't know why the fuck that matters. So this is probably the cave right here, this small little crawl hole that we could have went in. Alright, we're gonna look at the book. Not magic paint, not make it rain. A skull full of hot oak embers, a bit of sulfur, brimstone. A strand of pure maiden's hair. Add hair and brimstone to skull of embers, and presence of creatures speak incantation over skull. Well, we don't have that. I don't know what to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop it here. It's about time. And we'll come back. I'm going to look one more time at the map of the catacombs. We've already cleared it. We've already looked at that after we went through it. And I already feel like we didn't miss anything. But the fact that they're allowing me access back to it might indicate we are. I mean, obviously the shield was in there and we needed that, but there could be some brimstone in there. That would be the most logical place of all the places we've been to. So I'm just going to take a look and make sure I'm not missing that. I'm not going to look up where to find brimstone. I'm just going to look at the map of the catacombs. If I see brimstone's in there, we'll go back in there and we'll grab it. If not, then we're going to fart around and try to figure out where it's at.